Hello. So I just did a quick little update, the only moment I've had to do one really, and I turned the volume down on the radio, I think behind, in front of me, because I didn't want the music playing in the background, copyright stuff, etc. I don't even really understand all that, but anyway, I turned it down, and then I'm talking and I didn't even realize that the Apple CarPlay thing, whatever it is, came on. So there was music in the background anyway, so I don't even know if I can use that now. But anyway, it's the next day. We basically drove till about 4 o'clock in the afternoon and we stopped a few places on the way, and then we stopped to check in to stay overnight, and then we are just getting ready to head off. It's 8:30 in the morning, and my ex is in the chemist right now getting some pain medication because he had to contact his doctor late yesterday afternoon and get some scripts sent to him so he could grab some pain meds, because he's still in a bit of pain. I'm pretty sure it's muscular. I've been telling him that the whole time. He's like, no, something wrong with the disc, I know, my back, and blah blah blah. And I'm like, yeah, well, I know muscle pain. I've experienced severe muscle pain and muscle spasms, and I know it. And I think he's realizing that I was correct, but that's pretty normal. I'm always correct. So yeah, I just chatted, and now I don't think I can use it. Anyway, I'm going to say what I can quickly. So, my hair's still a bit dampish. So yeah, basically he whinged the whole time. I couldn't even really do any updates or record because he would have been whinging in the background, and you don't want to hear that, trust me. So I couldn't do anything. I wanted to record a bit of the drive, but it just would have had no sound, and I was just like, I don't know if there's any point, because a lot of it is just for a lot of the drive when you're going basically across central Australia, it's just like a big paddock. It's like empty fields, I guess you call them in other places. Just brown grass and dirt basically, and that's it. I did see right outside my window, and I couldn't grab my phone quick enough, and I was spewing because it was pretty close, just a few meters really from the road, and it was 2 emus. And then a bit further up somewhere else we did see another 2 on the other side, but they weren't as close. And what else was it? What else did I say in the other one? Basically, we had to go on a detour, which added an hour or more onto the trip, and it was an extremely bumpy road, and it basically was like I was in a monster truck when you see them driving over stuff. It was full on, and oh my god, that part of the trip was not good. There was a truck in front of us that was like swerving everywhere on the road basically, but it did have, like I can't remember what it's called, when it's got the truck with the trailer and then it's got an extra trailer thing on the back of that. It did have one of them, so that would have been moving around a lot. But he was just constantly going off the edge of the road, and there's rocks and shit and stuff flicking up, and then basically what happened, we nearly got in an accident because I'm not sure if it was a car towing a trailer or if it was a small ute truck, something. I didn't really see it fully, just out of the corner of my eye and briefly, not long enough to register what it was, but it was basically carrying one of those, like an excavator or a bobcat or a whatever, bulldozer, I don't know, I can't think of the term right now. The truck, the diggy, whatever they're called, those vehicles. It had that on the back, so it was a wider load, and the truck in front of us must have went slightly that way, so it's tried to avoid the truck hitting it, went off the edge of the road a bit, and then had to correct it and come back. It looked like they were going to come towards us pretty much, and a rock flicked up and hit the windscreen. So it's chipped it on the driver's side. It's chipped it, but it's pretty small, and it hadn't cracked any more overnight or anything, so hopefully it's okay and will be easy enough to fix. Yeah, so that was a lot. Up till then, the drive was pretty nice, and it seemed to go pretty quick. It was quite enjoyable, except for him whinging, but I laugh. I don't care. I am going to keep myself in a good mood and a good frame of mind, positive and upbeat, etc. And I try my best not to let anyone else's mood bring me down. It's a lot to be around him for a long period of time. Which I'm remembering, because we hadn't been in touch for so long. I'd forgotten a lot of things about him. But anyway, it's still an adventure. So yeah, at least I got to re-record this, basically, because I don't think I can use the other one. So I think I've said pretty much everything I said in the other one. Anyway, he's still in the chemist, so I did get at least a 10-minute break from him, because this is going for 6.5 minutes and the other one went for a few minutes. So yeah, I just want to get there. We've got 4 hours to go. I don't know if I said that in this one or not, and it's 8:30, so we'll get there just pretty much at lunchtime, hopefully. We may stop a little bit along the way, but he just wants to get there because he's back and he just wants to not have to worry about driving at the moment, and maybe try and get a massage or something, because I put some Voltaren gel on there for him last night and I could feel the knots, and I said to him, I told you it's muscular. I know, muscular pain. People don't realise I learnt this when I went to the hospital once, because the back spasms I had was so intense. I'd been having them for about 2 weeks, and it got to the point where I could not handle it anymore. And I have a pretty high pain tolerance, and it takes a lot for me to need to go to the hospital, a lot of pain. So yeah, I had to go to the hospital because I could not handle it anymore. And the doctor said to me then that he said it's muscular, and he said because I thought something was wrong with my back for sure, and he said most people do not realize how bad muscle pain, especially in the back, can be, because if your muscles completely tense up and have knots in them, that pain takes a long time to budge if you do not get those knots out and relax the muscle. And at that time, I'm hoping my hand's not shaking too much. At that time, I had to go and get physio, and oh my god, it was excruciating. But I had to do 3 sessions, and it was the 3rd session. I think it was a couple of days later. It was so much better and nearly completely gone. And I have found with my own experience, muscle pain, muscle fatigue, muscle tightness, muscle spasms, it doesn't want to budge until you manipulate the muscle to relax it and get the knots out. And yeah, if you don't do that, it's going to last a lot longer, and it can be pretty painful to relax the muscle and get the knots out, but it's got to be done, because you're going to end up suffering for the pain for a lot longer. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to go because this is nearly at 10 minutes, so at least I got to record this one, because I haven't really got to record much else, and because I just did 2 and I can't use 1 because the music in the background, I don't even know now what I've said in these. So hopefully I said everything, and we will be there in 4 hours approximately, and I can't wait to surprise him, and I'm so friggin' excited, and it's going to be so much fun, and it's going to be fabulous. Okay, bye.